Be sure to check the timestamps in the description to easily navigate the video. And welcome back to Lycan Studios. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. So today's video, we have all kinds of spoilers that we are going to be talking about. I do have a couple things that I do want to tell you guys about, so definitely check the description below for the timestamps if you kind of are just here for the spoilers. The first thing is that I want to apologize for not coming out with a lot of videos recently. I was honestly kind of feeling like my content was just getting too rushed, and it wasn't really that good, and I wasn't happy with it. So I was kind of taking a little bit of a break and thinking about some other stuff. I was really going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to upload different things to this channel. But honestly, after talking to the Patreons and really just thinking about it a lot, I think I'm just going to keep this channel Game of Thrones only. However, with that being said, so I won't get too burned out just making the same type of videos all the time, I'm actually going to be making a Hearthstone channel with one of my buddies, Craig. I'm not even sure if most of you guys even know what Hearthstone is. It's basically an online card game. It's really fun. It's made by Blizzard, the same people who makes like World of Warcraft and stuff like that. But anyways, it's a huge game, and me and my buddy are going to start making videos on it. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably are not. Definitely check the description below. There will be the link to the new channel. Also, definitely don't be worried that I won't be posting on this channel as much. Like I said, there are going to be two of us on the other channel, so I will definitely still make this one my main focus. I'm 100% going to get back into uploading pretty much every day like I was before, so I'm just trying to get my mojo back. And honestly, I've just been struggling with, like I said before, just trying to figure out what all I want to do on YouTube. I'm interested in so many different things other than just Game of Thrones that I feel like I could kind of do well with on YouTube. Like, I would honestly love to get this Hearthstone channel going. I would love to have a kind of like garage channel going where I'm just working on my car and stuff like that. And then also maybe even like a fishing channel or something like that. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm into. And of course, on top of that, I am first and foremost a father and a husband. So my life just seems so busy right now. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get it all kind of organized and really make time for the things that I love to do. Like this weekend, my father and I and a couple cousins and my uncle are actually going to the Penn State Blue and White game. I'm not sure if you guys really know much about football, but they basically have an annual spring practice that is open to the public. Penn State football is one of my biggest passions in life, so I plan on going to a lot of games and stuff like that. And there's just, like I said, a lot of stuff that I'm into. But anyways, enough of the rant. Let's go ahead and do the channel shout out of the day, and let's get into the spoilers. So today's shout out has to go to Mel of Winterfell. She always has some of the most interesting comments, and I love to read them. She gets my brain going, and she's been here since the beginning, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate it. Everybody definitely say you're awesome. But without further ado, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. We're shooting for 150 likes today. Let's jump into the spoilers. So the first article that we're going to talk about is actually titled 3 Mysterious Warriors Ride into Battle on Game of Thrones Season 8 Action Shoot. What is going on? So I'm going to be playing the video while I'm reading about what's going on. As you guys know, most things like this just create way more questions than they really did answering anything, but it is cool to talk about. Basically, the article says that this is taking place during the night shoot for the Battle of Winterfell. It says apparently at some point, 3 warriors will ride into battle wielding flaming swords. That sounds like a spoiler of the highest degree, or rather, it would be if we knew who these riders were, but we don't. That doesn't mean we can't speculate though. I've seen a lot of people say that this could be a fake scene from HBO, but honestly, I feel like something like that would cost too much money and it would be too hard to keep the flame going and stuff like that for them to just fake it. I feel like this is real and something is going down. I honestly have no idea what's going down. There's so many different possibilities. Is the Lightbringer involved? I'm not too sure. Is it possibly just Beric teaching them how to do it? I really couldn't tell you. It could even have something to do with Melisandre and the Red Priests. With it being in front of a green screen, anything is possible, and it looks like a dragon is probably involved. That huge orange light that they're kind of flashing every now and then would probably reference Dragonfire. That way they could kind of simulate the lighting that basically Dragonfire would put off. So I want to know, of course, what do you guys think is going down in this scene? I would say it's Beric and Jon, but I'm not too sure about the third rider. It could honestly be the Hound, it could be Gendry, it could even be Jaime. Who do you guys think it is? I think it would be awesome if it was either Bronn or Tormund. That would be hilarious. So the next piece of information we have is an article talking about the Red Keep at the new Titanic set for King's Landing. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I keep up with this set pretty much constantly. It's really cool to see the transformation that it's really going through. Of course, if you're looking at the screen, I will be putting up some pictures of the Red Keep. At first, they weren't too sure what was going on, but it was confirmed that this is going to be the Red Keep. I think they did say that this was just the first coat of paint, so it will definitely look a little bit better, and of course they can edit out whatever they want to. But anyways, the significance of this is actually that we now know that the breach of King's Landing will be one of the gates closest to the Red Keep. It looks like everybody is thinking that it will be the Iron Gate or the Dragon Gate. I'm not too familiar with those gates, but if you guys do know, there you go. I honestly think for them to wrap this up beautifully, they would probably have to make this battle a little bit shorter than the Winterfell one. As long as they recorded for the Winterfell battle, I don't see how the Red Keep could actually, surpass it. Well, King's Landing, I should say, not the Red Keep. But anyways, definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you think they're going to march right through the gate and go right to the Red Keep? Do you think they're going to struggle getting to it? What do you guys think is going to go down? And who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be the White Walkers or the Northerns, or both? So next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Dragon Pit once again. It's been about a week since they started construction, and it's looking really good. I'm going to be putting up all kinds of photos and videos on the screen, so if you want to check that out, definitely start watching. I did say in a previous video that they're planning on staying here a little bit longer than they did for Season 7, so I can't wait to see what goes down. Definitely stay tuned for more spoilers coming out of the Dragon Pit. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to start filming within the next couple weeks, so as open as it's been and as many pictures as people have been getting, I think we have a good chance of actually getting some spoilers. I think the most popular theories right now is that it's going to be a wedding, an execution, or a summit. I feel like it's probably going to be one of those three things, but you never know. Definitely let me know what you guys think. And last but not least, the last article that we have to talk about is actually the return of a fallen house. This one is definitely interesting. I feel like it could either have a huge impact or not so much. I think for this one, I'm just going to read the article word for word, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So it says that this may not be shocking, but it's certainly surprising. The castle in Córdoba, Spain, I'm pretty sure is how you say it, will return in Game of Thrones Season 8, which means we will revisit the Tyrell stronghold. Well, what role could Highgarden play in the last season? If you guys just heard that, that was my daughter laughing. It wasn't a ghost, I promise. But anyways, the most interesting thing about this is it says that according to the local newspaper that confirmed these sources, it says that the production team will actually use leftover footage from the first shoot in 2016 for Season 7. And why that is interesting is because it basically means that we have no idea what it's going to be. They could obviously use the outside footage if they were just doing like a cinematical type thing for when winter hits, or they could just use the outside and then film the inside at a different location. Kind of like they did for the confrontation between Jaime and Olenna Tyrell. So of course I want to know, what do you guys think that this scene is going to be all about? Could it possibly be the end of Game of Thrones and it shows someone taking over Highgarden and maybe just panning across it? The article says that the question remains, in which context will Highgarden return? Without new footage, this can't possibly be a scene as intricate as the previous one, and the main plot likely won't take us as far south as the Reach ever again. So there are very few circumstances in which they can see that it'll actually go back to the Tyrell home. I honestly feel like there's a good chance that it could be the end of Game of Thrones, and it's possibly showing what family has what castle now, and it could just be all part of the epilogue. How cool would it be for them to end it where, kind of like in the beginning when they were introducing the castles in like the text and stuff that said like Winterfell, how cool would it be if they went through it again and shown that text and then showed who actually was ruling it? I think that would be a really cool way to end the show. They maybe even could compare and contrast it somehow with the old film. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool, but we'll just have to see what happens. So anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. Definitely let me know what you think is going on with all of these spoilers. Like I always say, it just gives us more questions than it does any answers. Also, if you guys want to see any certain videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to really get some original ideas going and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to post the end of that plot leak just because it's so redundant and everybody's already seen it. I don't think there's any point. Also, be sure to check out that gaming channel that me and my buddy are creating if you're interested in it. I'm not sure how many of you guys even play Hearthstone or know what it is, but it's a really fun game. If you haven't ever tried it, definitely check it out. I think you might like it. It'll be in the description below. And also make sure to subscribe if you're new. We cover pretty much all the new spoilers and everything like that. And like I said before, we're going to try to get some original ideas going, maybe some theories and stuff like that. So it should be pretty interesting. But anyways, guys, this has been Lycan Studios. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button if you did enjoy, and we'll see you in that next video. Peace.